Okay, welcome to another video, Starman Astro. Whoa! What's going on? It's during the day. Why am I out during the day? Why am I out during the day? I don't know. Anyway, this is just a quick video. I always say that, don't I? It's kind of like a filler video in between my usual vlogs. So what I want to talk about today is we're getting into May now. Now what that means is that we get less and less time to look up at night because the days are getting longer, and where I am at 53 degrees north, where I am, around about this time of year, I would say there's maybe a couple of hours, 2 hours of true darkness. That's from about, say, blackbird making a bit of a noise there. So from about midnight until about 2 AM is when we're going to get the darkest time to look at the stars. Now it doesn't mean that you can't see. I mean, it's still going to get dark, it's just not going to get dark for as very long. And then as we go into next month, we're not going to get true darkness because the sun isn't going to set. In the middle of June, when we get close to the solstice, the sun isn't going to set low enough below the horizon, below the northern horizon, for the sky to get truly dark. So if you look towards the north from this latitude in the middle of summer, you'll notice that the sky doesn't really get dark. But that doesn't mean that we can just not bother looking at, because there's plenty of things to look at. In fact, at the moment there's you get a really nice view of Venus at the moment. So if you're out any night this week, say, you can see Venus. Best time to look would probably be about 9:30, so maybe 45 minutes after the sun's gone down. So you see Venus in a nice twilight sky, and I've got a picture of it on the screen now. You see it's very, very bright and you can't miss it. And that's Venus, and at the moment Venus is at it's in its western elongation, and that means it's on the other side of the sun from where we are. So it's further away. It's actually further away, but that doesn't mean that because it's further away it's going to not be as bright. It's actually pretty bright. If you look at it through a telescope, you'll be able to see most of a disk if you look through a decent telescope. So that's Venus. And then if you wait maybe another hour until about maybe 10:30, if you look towards the southeast, you'll see Venus is following the sun, by the way. You'll see that in the northwest, by the way. So then if you wait another hour till about, say, 10:30, and you look towards the southeast, you'll notice a bright spot there, and that's the giant planet Jupiter. So that's another one to look out for. Can't really miss Jupiter, can't really mistake it. It's really, really bright. You'll see it probably, like I say, 10:30 when it gets high enough. It'll get higher, but 10:30 it's a good time to see it. And then if you happen to be up in the early hours, we'll have Saturn and Mars rising in the early hours, and they will be in the southeast as well. And the moon as well is just around at the moment, so if you get a chance you might see the moon, the waning moon, in the morning too. One of the main things to look out for at this time of year, or maybe a little bit early yet, but as we go into the next few weeks, like I say, there's always things to look out for. We've got the planets and all that sort of thing, but we've also got this these mysterious clouds that light up at night, and they're called Noctilucent Clouds. And if you can see the screen now, I've got some pictures that I've taken of these clouds over the last few years. I always see them. I always see them every year. Last year I only saw them once, and I think the year before that I only saw them once, or maybe twice, but once was a really good display. Now what these are ice particles in a very, very high atmosphere. They're on the edge of I think they're on the mesosphere, and they're reflecting back sunlight when the sun is at a certain angle, and that's the important thing, because at this latitude we have a great chance to see these Noctilucent Clouds. They can see them in Germany, I've heard about it, and up into the Scandinavia you get reports of these Noctilucent Clouds, and they're really, really fascinating, and the shapes as well. You see from the pictures all the different shapes of these clouds that there are, and they're a great thing to look out for, but they are they're not, you can't forecast them, you really can't. You can have them one night and then the next night nothing. They come and go, but when you get a really good display they are pretty spectacular. So that's Noctilucent Clouds. So if you get a chance, go out and have a look at those. Now just a word about my next video. My next video is going to be a vlog which I did down in on the south coast. If you've looked at my previous video where I did the beach huts in Bournemouth, I'm doing another video from down there. I haven't got around to doing it yet, but I might have to split into two as well, because that trip was epic. It was just, every night down there was clear. In fact, the night I was down in Bournemouth was not probably the best night because I had some cloud around, but you can see from that video that I got some decent pictures out of it. But on the next video I'm going to be showing more of my trip down south, and the skies were absolutely epic. They were amazing. Milky Way, perfect, everything I wanted down there. So, and the pictures just, well, you'll just have to see the pictures anyway. So look out for my next video on my Devon and Cornwall vlogs. So look out for those on the next video. See you then.